We all experience life in a tiny bubble, feeling as though we have access to the entire world around us. This is what I think of when I think of the phrase shatter your expectations. Hello, my name is Kaitlyn and today I'm here to conceptualize what it really means to shatter expectations. I believe that like leaves in a river, both anxiety and expectations flow in the same current. Whether the goal is set by ourselves or by others, we all have to admit that we feel pressure that crushes our lungs as we gasp for air that just won't come. I have to admit, first hearing this prompt, it was hard for me to recall a time I shattered expectations without remembering the mental strain that came with that. All it takes is a quick Google search. How many medical students are suffering from anxiety and depressions? And the number is hitting the high 60s and the low 70s. The problem is when we ask future medical professionals to shatter your expectations, how do we make sure these high standards don't make them a part of another percentage? How do we get across the significance of striving to be better without having it be a one-time thing? Like I said in the beginning, our tiny bubbles of understanding make us feel as though this is some profound phrase that can encourage a generation. But is our tiny view of how we see people and what encourages them really only hurting them? I like to create a new connotation for the word expectation because I believe that the word, to many students, creates a stricken fear. When I think of the word expectation, instead of meeting the mark, I like to think of it instead as a journey to success. Instead of feeling as though something is expected from you, I like to think the task is done in a unique, triumphant way only you can do it. When people think of one of the traits a medical professional must have, problem solving usually comes to mind. You must be able to derive a successful plan of action from a few pieces of information. The scenario is not really meeting the mark as much as it is planning a journey that will end up helping a patient. You can't let yourself have that pressure forced on you because someone is counting on you to save their life. You can't let that pressure distract you from your thinking because that thinking might create the cure for cancer. What you expect from yourself should motivate you, and the journey should excite you, because from that you just might succeed. And to go above and beyond all of that, to shatter what you expected from yourself. Now that's really the goal of life, isn't it? So with that, I leave you with 3 words that just might change your life. Shatter your expectations.